Hello, collective. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. All right. You know the drill. It's the audience site. It's messages based on my spiritual gifts. Take what resonates. Okay. Um. Some of the messages I got like yesterday, and some of the messages I just realized I haven't really posted them out. I guess there is timing seeds for everything, aka divine timing. So here we are. First and foremost, happy first May. Okay. Um. In my country, First May is a big thing. It's a really huge thing. So yeah, um, let's get into it. Message number one is nachos. Okay, you could be eating nachos. That could be somebody's eating nachos. Okay, it's nachos. Okay, I will say this though. I got this message when I was doing one of the twin flame readings. So it could actually be tied to one of the twin flame readings I just did. Nachos, okay? Like something between you and your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your divine masculine or feminine. Um, so yeah, that is for somebody. The next message that I got is Canada. Okay, you could be Canadian. Um, you can meet in Canada. You could travel to Canada. Um, you guys know I've been getting a lot of countries back to back, so that could be in relation to like soulmates. I feel like there's like a similar pattern. So like you can meet your soulmate there. You could that your soulmate could be from Canada, like something of this nature. Okay. Um, Underneath Canada, I'll also put a four-leaf clover, and like not to be typical, but that is I know I think it's symbolic for luck. That's always my like go to. But we're gonna see what the internet is saying. Okay. Fate, hope, and love and luck. Okay, so a four-leaf clover. That's their that's the symbolism here. Um, and it's usually not usually it's Irish symbolism in terms of luck. Okay, so fate, hope, and love. And luck, expect that. Okay, whomever expect that to coming through as well during this season in your life. um I don't want to be that person, but it did come under Canada, so probably it's in relation to somebody that's Canadian, lives in Canada, or you're gonna meet in Canada. But hey, if luck is knocking at your door and you're not Canadian, I'm happy for you guys. Okay. um but yeah, now we're gonna go. Actually, no, I have one more like light message, and then we're gonna go to the karmic stuff because there is a mixture of messages. I will say that there is a specific soulmate that thinks that you're so fine, or that's going to think you are like absolutely divine. Oh my god, that rhymes. But like, there is a soulmate. I don't know if you have met this person. I don't know if it's a feminine or masculine, but they think you're so fine. I will say this, so this is not like an insight that I've like done before in a reading. So this feels very new, very fresh. I got this yesterday. So hey, May is segueing into summer and we're in spring. So when skin is showing, everybody's fine. Um am I doing too much? Maybe this person will do a little bit too much, you know? Um so I guess you will notice them for sure. Or maybe you're the soulmate that's gonna be like, I need to put out for my choice of preference. Yeah, and I think you're absolutely so fine and divine, but emphasis on being fine. Okay, so you're really attractive during this season. I think I did like a. divine feminine insight in terms of like when it's summertime or summer, that somebody's gonna be attracting people like bees to their honey. So yeah, but that felt very specific to divine feminines. Okay, and let me see. Actually, I have a little bit more of lighter message there. Not so much, but I also got Korea. Okay, you could be from Korea, north or south, and then we also got Armenian. Okay, that could be somebody's background as well. And and again, in terms of like the countries, the same thing goes for Korea as well. Okay, like soulmate wise. And then we also have this was quite mundane, but like somebody is going to lose their car keys. Okay, so you just kind of like be mindful of that. And then we also got opening a pink bag. So this opening a pink bag, it could be. Okay, I was literally tuning into somebody opening a pink bag. It kind of looked like a makeup bag. If it's not a makeup bag, it's like a money bag. Okay, maybe have you like cash or something. Maybe somebody like um, oh, I don't know what it's called, but it's either a money bag or a makeup bag. So there's that. But obviously, I think losing your keys is something that everybody should be mindful of. Okay, or car keys to be specific. Okay. Now, I also got. Now we're gonna go into like the not so love and light messages here. There's somebody that has been under attack since the 30th of April, like spiritually attacked. Like there's some sort of entity on somebody, and when that happens, it means like there are forces that's trying to stop your progression in life. There are forces that wants to make sure that you won't um, ascend, excel, be stuck in a pattern of darkness, a loop, um, in an environment that is not really for your highest and best good. And how you will see this in quote unquote reality is like I think the simplest way I can explain, like if you're around somebody and they're evil eyeing you, or you're noticing in pattern ways where like things are just going really bad, but it's in relation to a person. For instance, like you have a hater, and every time you think about them or you're in close proximity, everything always goes wrong. It's because there's some sort of entity around them that's trying to like that was sent in to make sure that you're still in the same place or not progressing. Um, and that could like come in the form of like it's usually people that carry like entities. Um, so there's that. There is also a different way for an entity to harbor, but we're gonna stick with people for today, okay? Um, for those that are like deep into spirituality, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. And for others that just here for the let's keep it on this surface level. Um, good, we're Gucci. You don't have to take that because I know, and you guys will probably know that it's not for everybody. So we got and the entity. I feel like you will feel like the attachment or the effect of it like during night time. Okay, so like before you're going to sleep, or when it's like, and when it's nighttime, like so after, if you have had issues of sleeping, So like after midnight, okay, that's when you are very conscious of like frequencies. Okay, if you know, you know. It's very essential that you do cleansing. I say it all the time, but this is very, it's needed. Okay, so yeah. We also got emergency. So now this specific message, I don't know if it's tied into whoever has an entity or if there's going to be an emergency of like something taking place. For instance, like you're going to the emergency or having an emergency in terms of like, I don't know, you lost your luggage, or like if you're traveling, or if it's like a 911 situation, or for somebody that does readings, an emergency for me is like doing an emergency reading. Okay, so like is one these are the options that I am mentioning here. So again, just pick and choose what's going to be an emergency or what you're going to encounter as an emergency. Okay, so let's continue, guys. We also got. I don't know who's this. Who this is for? This could be my message. If you're a mom, you might get the sense of like your daughter is not your daughter. Okay, something of this nature. Or if you're a daughter, you might get the sense of like your mom is not your mom. I mean, I'm not talking about how there's like rivalry or like I feel like it has to do with energy. You know, guys, I talk a lot about like karmic families, and I feel like that is quite symbolism here. Or your mom is not your mom, or your daughter is not your daughter, and you have been told wrong. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there has been a lot of like switching families at birth and babies and losing babies, and people are acting like it's them, but it's not really them. Like I recently found out, oh, not recently, but like 2, 3 years ago, that my mom's real name is not really like her real name, but she used a nickname because everybody calls her that. So like a lot of revelations that will like come into pass, and you just sit there and be like, oh my god, like you're not even who you say you are. So somebody will get their perception of, and I feel like this is something that you would get from your guides, your spirit team. If you're a mother, you're gonna get some sort of like message about how your daughter's not your daughter, and or if you are the daughter, you're gonna get the message that your mom is not really your mom. And I feel like it goes beyond, like if it's not spiritually, like them being a karmic family member, it's more so like you're gonna find out some like vital news about your blood is not your blood, and something kind of like was lost in translation, something of that nature. Okay, hopefully it makes sense. And lastly but not least, we also got let's see, there is a karmic. Oh wait, it's not a karmic. Hold up, we got one more message that is kind of like more so like one of those emergency messages, right? Somebody's speculating, and this is like anyone. I don't know who they are, but they're speculating that they might have something like an illness in their stomach, cancer to be specific. But the thing is that if you're speculating that you have cancer in your stomach or somebody else, it's going to like it's not going to show up. It's going to heal. Okay. So if you're like speculating that something like you have cancer or somebody else, it's not gonna show. I feel like it's not gonna show up on like the screening or the testing or in terms of like the dialysis. But it's either that or it's already healed. Okay, it's one or the other. Um, excuse my morning voice. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So the last but not least, this is a little bit more karmic. There is a person that is, and I feel like have talked about this a lot during their Mercury retrograde. But yeah, there's somebody, as per usual, that is really like upset with you and irritated and annoyed and angry, and they're gossiping about you. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But I feel like for this case, it's not more so like they're just being angry by themselves while you're excelling. It's more so like they're trying to bring other people uh, on the bandwagon, heavy on them gossiping about you and what you're doing and where you're going, and or what they did to you, etc., etc. Um, or how they're not a part of your life anymore, and yeah, they're just being angry, upset, and they're still angry, and they can like place. You know what it is? I feel like they cannot place the fact that you guys don't have any ties together. There's no connection. You know what it is? Anyone that's hating, the reality of it all is because they're not a part of your life. Especially if you have moved on and they're just like, this is for somebody that hasn't healed, okay? And they could simply they're just hating, but I also want to add that they also hate the fact that you have healed and they have not, okay? It's that simple. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck in your journey in life.